What's good, guys? Cream Overlord here, and today I have my branded Despia deck profile for June 2023. So I did one of these previously, but I want to update it. Since Nationals is coming up, I'll probably do one more between now and then. But I want to keep you guys updated on what I think Despia should be looking like, and what I think of it for Nationals. So I'm undecided on if I'm gonna play it or not, but it definitely still is a top option. It is obviously, a very strong contender, one of the top three best decks, along with Kashtira and Sprite. Um, have made a bunch of changes since my last deck. I think that I've really wanted to be super consistent, and I focused on like just pumping it full of pure gas. Um, so I've removed all the hand traps from the main deck except for, I guess, technically like Merc and Saronir. Um, and the only one I play inside is Magnamut. So I'm solely focused on breaking boards and just overpowering my opponent with my powerful high attack point monsters. So to get into the list, a lot of stuff has remained the same pretty much throughout all of my branded Despia decks. Like the one I'll be on, 3 Albert, 2 Cartasia, Saronir, Tragedy, 3 Albaz, 1 Quem, Nebelion, Merc. I won't touch on this in a sec. Same with this. And Adlib. So these three I want to talk about. So Puppet is still the go-to play. I mentioned this previously. I think that this card is just so ridiculous and pretty easy to get to that I don't see any reason why it shouldn't still be the number one option. I see people cutting it from the main deck or even just not even playing it at all, and I disagree with that. I think that it's just so powerful against the meta right now, and can just be such an auto win button that I still want to focus my deck around this card. Um, so Maximus is interesting because it is pretty weak into Kashtira in the mirror match, obviously, but the only times I'm really summoning this are like when I get hand trapped and I don't have any other plays. And with Nadir, it provides an external route to actually having plays. And realistically, like a pop and a draw, like sure, like that's pretty good. But the draw is just replenishing a card that they've already used. Like you're only using it when you get hand trapped. So that's something to keep into consideration. And additionally, you also basically puppet a lot of the time once you resolve this. And so if you're able to puppet through hand traps, your opponent probably doesn't really have anything to stop that puppet. So I think that the upsides of this card kind of outweigh the downsides, at least for the time being. Dark Magician, I think Dragoon is incredibly strong right now. I think that this card should for sure be in your deck. I think that you should try this out if you don't have it already. I love having this as an option. I think that it is significantly underrated. Please try this out. Triple Fusion, obviously, in red, Lost, Opening, Foolish. Triple Deployment, Gold Sark. Super Poly is absolutely ridiculous. I think this card is insane. There are times when it can get awkward if your opponent doesn't have the right, right typing or the right attribute, and that's fine, but a lot of the times it does work out, and it is one of the best cards in the game. And yeah, so 3 Nadir Servant, like I said previously, it just allows you to extend through hand traps super well, especially with Quem, obviously, Quem being, one of the number one options for this card. But I do like having Maximus just to be able to do a lot off of it if I need to. And then the double talents, this these two I just put in. It was High Spirits and Kit, but I felt like I didn't need them, and I want to try this card out. It was really nice so far. Like I put it in yesterday, and it's been pretty good since then. But definitely something that I can see myself cutting just to see what fits and what doesn't. Um, Extra has stayed the same except for Starving Venom over the sprint. I don't see myself changing these 14 cards. This could be this I could see being potentially a sprint. I can put the other stuff back. A second Gongal maybe. Not really a second Rebellion, but Yeah, I think starting Venom is pretty solid, especially with the three main Super Poly. Um, so Triple Magnemite. This is exclusively for the mirror, and I guess Labyrinth, like the IKEA builds. Um, it's it's all right. I think that having a car like this is very good and it gives you the edge in the mirror, but it doesn't really do anything against any of the other top decks. Like it doesn't do a lot. But I think that having it there is definitely something that I want in order to give myself that edge. And then Duster, Called By. This could be in the main, like over one of these, but I like having this side for now. Triple Thrust for Triple Dark Ruler, evenly, and Duplication. So I think this is insane. I think that Dark Ruler is really good against like the combo decks. I think Evenly is really good against the control decks like Cash and Lab and stuff. And I think that with Thrust, having access to both of them is super, super powerful. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll keep you guys updated on what I think about this deck. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. This is Creepy Overlord, signing out. Peace.